Boy, as you can tell, the vibe here on South Federal is chaotic. It's international. It's scruffy. And there's so much to do. I mean, South Federal, to be honest with you, has been... I got honked at. Has been really under the radar for the longest time. And I feel like most people haven't really discovered the true potential of South Federal. There's so much to eat, so much to see, so much culture. And if you don't mind, like I said, the scruffiness, it's actually a great place to hang out. And it's truly a reflection of what the neighborhood is. You know, I think because there is such a large Hispanic, Asian population on South Federal, the restaurants really have to step up their game to keep up with the demanding clientele. The types of homes that I think you're gonna find here on South Federal, there's a whole bunch of different neighborhoods that actually surround the South Federal area. And I would say with the northern part, starting with like Barnum, West Colfax, and then kind of working your way down south to Marley, Athmar Park, Valverde, Ruby Hill, and Harvey Park. And a lot of these neighborhoods were built, you know, in the late 40s, early 50s. You know, they weren't very extravagant. They were very, very entry level, cute little one-level homes. Occasionally you'll find the really cool brick Tudor sprinkled throughout. You know, Harvey Park has some of the coolest mid-century modern architecture here. So again, I think with tying into the spirit of South Federal, not all the neighborhoods are the same, and each one with its very, very different characteristics to each and every single neighborhood. The great thing about the neighborhoods surrounding South Federal is that they're still relatively affordable. This neighborhood, it speaks to me on a much more deeper level because my dad's Vietnamese and he immigrated to this country, and I think with a lot of Asian centers, Chinatowns, Little Saigons, food is love. And you know, the community centers like this where, you know, you have these little Saigons, little Chinatowns, little Koreas, little K-towns, and it's where the community comes together. My dad was an immigrant, escaped the Vietnam War, and you know, you want to meet with others and they're part of your community. And the Vietnamese and Chinese community had set up shop here on South Federal to create their own little enclave of restaurants, food shops, tea shops. This is where we would come to meet other family members. It was more than just shopping. It was actually more of a social life to come down here and meet other people and just chat about daily life, right? I think it's something to be said when you can speak to someone in your language. My Uber is here. How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Good. You know, I think the great thing about this neighborhood is the hidden gems that you'll find here. I mean, all the veggies are fresh. I mean, literally, and the pricing is super reasonable, super affordable. I think it's actually fresher than the stuff that you'll find like at the big format shops. I mean, look at this, fresh mint, basil, and other exotic herbs that you would never find at your local chains, not even Whole Foods or natural grocers. You know, just that's the great thing about this neighborhood is it's not a food desert by any means. It's all fresh stuff, fresh ingredients, the freshest seafood. I mean, literally, I remember as a kid coming here to these grocery markets on South Federal, and you would literally pick the fish out of the tank and they would chop it all up for you and you'd eat it that same night. Just an absolute food festival here. Action. I get honked at whenever I do these videos. Makes me feel special. No, it doesn't. Boy, you know, Dixie makes these little gummies. They're like, I don't know, they're like, I think they're called like Sour Smash or something like that. Holy cow, if you get the hybrid that's like an indica sativa blend, man, those are... Boy, that's tough, because there's lots of good places. Depends, if you're in the mood for Mexican, there's this little cool place called Fritangas, which is off of Alameda and Federal. super Mexico City style food. There you can find tacos, tortas. Now if you're looking for Asian, I would say for Vietnamese lunch, New Saigon or Pho Savory Grill. Savory Pho Grill. And if you're looking for pho, I mean literally there's a zillion of them down here and you can't go wrong with any one of them. So South Federal, a lot of you are probably going to ask, like, where does it start, where doesn't? So it's not actually, South Federal is often referred to by locals a certain part of town. So I would say it probably starts just south of Colfax and works its all the way down probably about to like Mississippi or Evans. Is that Federal is literally the lifeline of what glues these neighborhoods together. And the access into the city is incredible. I think you're actually closer to downtown Denver than you would be if living in Washington Park or Platt Park. I'm trying to think of what else. I think that's pretty much it. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me for my walk around the block. Please like, subscribe, all of your thumbs up. We'll catch you next month on another Around the Block. Isn't that right? Bye-bye.